Docks Marine opens 7 days a week from 8 to 5. Sales, rental, service, all in one place. It's at Docks Marine, 5803 Eichard Ridge Road.
The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data.
Welcome back in as the WHKY News continues. It's time now for the Crime Report. I'm Ralph Mangum. Just a reminder, you can now purchase a Crime Report t-shirt on our website, WHKY.com. Just click the radio retail button and go from there. We'll get started with more news from the courtroom now, as a Caldwell County man was given a lengthy prison sentence in a federal case involving drugs and weapons. WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports.
51-year-old Larry Dwayne Colvin Jr. of Lenoir was sentenced on Tuesday to 168 months or 14 years in federal prison for drug and gun offenses. The announcement was made Tuesday by Dina J. King, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. Among those joining her in making the announcement were Caldwell County Sheriff Alan Jones, Lenoir Police Chief Brent Phelps, and Watauga County Sheriff Len Hageman. According to court documents and court proceedings, on December 12th of 2022, law enforcement received information that Colvin was trafficking methamphetamine in Lenoir and surrounding areas. During the investigation, law enforcement arranged controlled buys during which they observed Colvin selling methamphetamine to a confidential informant, or CI. Court records show that on December 16th of 2022, law enforcement executed a search warrant at Colvin's residence in Lenoir, where they seized methamphetamine and a firearm, a second firearm, an ammunition magazine, drug trafficking paraphernalia, and more than $7,400 in cash drug proceeds were seized from a vehicle parked on the property. A second search warrant was executed at another location where Colvin was using a camper as a stash house for meth. From the camper, law enforcement seized more meth, 5 handguns, 2 rifles, and a shotgun. During an interview with Colvin, the defendant told law enforcement that he also hid meth at his workplace. Law enforcement traveled there and they seized more than 4.5 kilograms of meth, as well as $30,000 in cash drug proceeds from Colvin's vehicle. On October 31st of last year, Colvin pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, distribution of methamphetamine, and possession of a firearm by a felon. He is currently in federal custody and will be transferred to the Federal Bureau of Prisons upon designation of a facility. So once again, a sentence of 168 months or 14 years for Larry Dwayne Colvin Jr. of Lenoir. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. 21-year-old Felix Alexander Mejia and 18-year-old Reese Elizabeth Cano Puerto, both from the same Charlotte address, were arrested Tuesday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. Mejia was charged with first-degree murder, and Cano Puerto was charged with felony accessory after the fact. At last report, no additional details were available regarding the arrest. Both suspects were placed in the Caldwell County Detention Center, Mejia without bond and Cano Puerto under a $250,000 secured bond. They were both scheduled to appear in district court today in Lenoir. 44-year-old Jessica Nicole Hawkins of Mayhew Park Lane in Mooresville has been arrested by Iredell County Sheriff's officers on felony counts of possession of cocaine, methamphetamine, and fentanyl, and maintaining a vehicle for a controlled substance. She was also charged with misdemeanor counts of possession of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia. On July 28th, a patrol deputy saw a vehicle without a registration plate partially stopped in the roadway at the intersection of Brawley School Road and Rolling Hill Road. According to the sheriff's office, the driver, identified as Jessica Nicole Hawkins, appeared to be extremely nervous during the encounter, prompting further investigation. During the initial interaction, the officer saw a plastic bag in the vehicle which appeared to contain methamphetamine. A thorough search of the vehicle revealed additional illegal substances, including a vape pen with THC oil and a piece of tinfoil containing fentanyl. In addition, a bag containing cocaine was found in Hawkins' possession. Hawkins was jailed in the Iredell County Detention Center under a $50,000 secured bond. Her next district court appearance was set for August 19th. 24-year-old Eric Chaming Tao of 2nd Street Place Southwest in Conover was arrested by Hickory police yesterday on a felony warrant as a fugitive awaiting extradition to another state. He is wanted in Broomfield County, Colorado for a felony probation violation, failure to comply. Following his arrest Tuesday, Tao was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under a $10,000 bond. He remained in jail as of this afternoon. An appearance in district court was scheduled today in Newton. 25-year-old Hunter Brooke Campbell of Hiddenite was arrested by Alexander County Sheriff's deputies Tuesday on charges of felony possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving while license revoked. Campbell is no longer listed as an inmate in Alexander County after she was released under an unspecified bond. She will appear in Alexander County District Court on Monday. Campbell has a previous charge in Alexander County for possession of stolen goods. In Catawba County, she's awaiting trial for felony possession of a Schedule II controlled substance and driving while impaired. Thanks to WACB's Rick Gilbert for that information. And now WHKY's Arianna Mack has 3 Caldwell County arrests, including one suspect jailed under a $750,000 bond.
A Lenoir woman is charged with marijuana possession and probation violation. 37-year-old Laura Ann Stone of Holly Court in Lenoir was arrested on Tuesday, August 6th by probation and parole officers. She was charged with felony counts of possession with intent to sell or deliver marijuana and probation violation. Stone was jailed in the Caldwell County Detention Center under $20,000 secured bond. She was scheduled to appear in district court on August 7th. A man is charged with 2 probation violations. 51-year-old Wesley Powell Hedrick of Lenoir was arrested on Tuesday by probation and parole officers. He was charged with felony probation violation and misdemeanor probation violation. Hedrick was jailed under $20,000 secured bond in the Caldwell County Detention Center. A Superior Court date was scheduled for September 9th. He was on probation as a result of convictions in Caldwell County from September 2023 for possession with intent to sell Schedule II controlled substance. And a Lenoir man charged with trafficking in heroin or opium. 43-year-old Thomas Enzel Burgess of Banner Place in Lenoir was arrested on Tuesday by Caldwell County Sheriff's officers. He was charged with felony counts of trafficking in heroin and opium and maintaining a vehicle or dwelling for controlled substance. Burgess was jailed under $750,000 secured bond in the Caldwell County Detention Center. No court date was listed. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna, and thank you all for joining us here on the Crime Report. Now, for WHKY, I'm Ralph Mangum, reminding you to keep it clean and to keep it legal.